Where the cowboy eases the gloves onto his fingers. That's the way you get with a hunter.
About how many hours do you have on hunters?
I got in the end about 6,500 hours on the hunter. I was very lucky. I flew it in the Royal Air Force, and then I didn't want to come out and drive buses, so I came out and I flew the hunter again, working for an organisation called FRADU, which is down in Gilberton. And FRADU is the people who we use the aircraft for training controls for high-level interceptions and for training the operations officers on ships. We also then work with the ships all day long, and then of course the Blue Herons came into being because at the Overland Air Days we used to do the mass fly past the opening. And I eventually persuaded Wings there, who's a very nice chap, we became the Blue Herons, which was mainly, the name came because we were a mix of Navy pilots and ex-Air Force pilots, and because the basis was MS Herons, so obviously Blue Herons.
And very successfully were too, winning one of the trophies at one of the international air tattoos in the late 1970s. Derek, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much indeed for coming to join us today. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as Miss Demeanour and the Tiger Hunter break off, the 4 aircraft of Team Viper are left in front of us, and here to talk about them is Ian Thompson. Ian, a very warm welcome to you.
Thanks very much, Ben. Certainly everyone out there who loves heritage aircraft is getting an absolute eyeful today. So let me tell you a little about the team. The team was formed just 3 short seasons ago, starting on an aircraft called the Strike Master, and we decided to upgrade the Hunters just last season. So this being our first full season on this wonderful British aircraft. As already been mentioned, the aircraft we're flying today is a mixture of types. Hunter T7, you've got 2 of them. A photo reconnaissance aircraft, which is the all-black aircraft. Indeed, that aircraft being the oldest flying Hunter in the world today. Hunter, of course, was designed by Sir Sidney Camp, designer of the Hurricane, as his legacy to aviation. Known by pilots as the Spitfire of the jet age for its combination of performance and handling. At 60 years old, she still looks, sounds and flies as beautifully as the day they first rolled out of the factory. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Viper. Led by squadron leader Chris Heames. Chris has a fantastic background in flying both Hunters, Lightnings, Phantoms and Tornadoes, and he's operational conversion unit, so taking a fighter pilot already equipped on one type and then converting to the Hunter. Record that stands to this day. have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at an aircraft that's 60 years old. So if you'd imagine taking your car, those of you who are not pilots in the audience today, just put this into context. Take your car, go and put it in the garage 60 years from now, bring it out and expect to be able to turn the key. And that gives you some context of the effort, trials and tribulations it takes to put a team of these wonderful aircraft into the air. As the team all move into swan formation, this gives you a beautiful view of the underside of the aircraft. Chris Brendy, the team ran for a beautiful bottom surface pass. You start to hear that wonderful blue note produced today by G Vito. Phones in the audience, get your phone out and log on to Twitter and start following us on that, because next week that beautiful blue note noise will be available as an iTunes and BlackBerry download for a ringtone, which I have to say is going to be one of the most unusual ringtones in the world. So we really want people to start using that. Now at over 400 knots, this aircraft has a fantastic roll rate of over 400 degrees a second. You'll notice the team have spread out into figure 4 formation. Heavy side left, we call it. That's literally more aircraft on the left-hand side than on the right. Chris starting to accelerate the aircraft up to over 400 knots. And you'll also see the team start to widen formation shortly for a fantastic maneuver we call the Viper Roll. You should be able to hear Chris calling the roll on the radio now. So we head for a low pass from the right into a carousel. Amazing. It gives you some idea of just how strongly these aircraft were built. Privately run. And Dan now showing you even here at Paul. of the aircraft in front of you. So keep your eyes open. Dan, I'll really widen the aircraft up. This is what the Hunter's all about.
Includes the latest details on today's flying display and arena times. If you missed getting your copy of the entry gate,
So if you bought one of them around your neck, it'd be turned into pulp within seconds, wouldn't it, in these conditions?
Okay,
here's where I'm playing DLT again. Don't forget you can hear Alexander Berg giving a special one-off performance at 1 p.m. today on the
I tell you, if I hear here, I'm going to go absolutely ape shit.
on the concert stage today.
I bet they'll park it up bloody time.
Special one-off
The best not.
performance here.
As the last by Hunters come into election, quickly move about what's coming up. We've got the solo Turk F-16C from the Turkish airport.
Last of the Hunters just rolling out.